My mom is in the living room watching the Today Show, and I'm only telling you this because I think you'd be interested to know that she has a crush on Al Roker. Anyway, today's video comes in 7 parts that I wrote down on the back of a receipt to the library. Aren't I a dork? But we'll get to that later. Part 1, Movie Magic. As you know, I can't do movie magic, and I'm insanely jealous because you can. I can't do movie magic because my computer's broken, and it would take way too long to try to figure out how to operate around the broken parts. So yeah, in short, I'm really jealous of your movie magic, which brings me to part 2, your challenge, for me to come up with a hand gesture for movie magic. I think this is pretty obvious. It's going to be a horizontal hand motion, and it's going to be movie magic. Anyway, which brings me to part 3. Oh, I'm so good at this thing. Okay, part 3. Hand gestures. Now, I think it's important I think we need to go over our hand gestures, because as we discussed in English class, we have a lot. So, there are 3 technically different types of hand gestures for us. There's the vertical, that we use usually when we're pretty stressed out, and then there is the horizontal, which is like, oh shit, Jesus, no. And then there's soup. And that is reserved for when I'm in English class and we're talking about when you're getting sick. And I talk about bringing you soup. So, Thea, would you like some soup? Anyway, you answered my question wrong. The question didn't have any regard to your height at all. It was asking you if you'd rather be like normal looking from the front, but when you turn sideways you were really long, like the panda, and I would go get the panda, but I don't want to get off my bed. Would you rather be really like normal looking from the front and really long from behind, or would you rather be normal looking from the side, but when you turn around, like it's oh shit, you're like an obese person with diabetes? Ooh, that was horrible. Okay. Part whatever. The lamb chop picture. There's one that's pretty risque of me, though I did crack up when you showed those, but there's one of me with my leg all like, and that's not appropriate. I'm afraid we might get a bad rep, or people might think I'm a slut because I sit on your chair with my leg all up in the air. Okay. I have a funny thing to talk to you about, because you play The Sims, and I think the most fun part of Sims is definitely making the Sims. Like, making them live is fun, but like, making and naming the Sims is definitely the best part. So yesterday I was playing Sims, and I was just, doing my thing and making some Sims, and I was like, oh, I was totally struck for names. So then, what happened, with the result of my lack of creativity, I started to get really creative, and I thought, well, what's something that I really like? And so I went with French literature. I named the family Culingonde, which is a Candide reference. And then I went on to name the wife Eponine, which is a Les Mis reference. And then the husband's name was Cyrano. Hold on, my mom's knocking. Yeah, Mom?
Are you like chatting?
Sort of.
There's this really fun thing on the news that's not that important.
I'll come out when I'm done.
Oh, it's really fun.
Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, I named... you've hit rock bottom when you name your Sims after famous characters of French literature. Anyway, I gotta go watch the news with my mom.